arrow. The middle one, the bridge will send a signal down to control room, and they send a signal to us, the white one. And then, say if we're doing 2/3, and the arrows, the white arrows here, then they go to standard, we'd have to change it. That way we let them know that we received a signal. Here we had a board, and we had to write down the time we got the signal, what speed we were doing, what speed they want to do, what RPMs we were doing, what RPMs we're going to have to do.
Wow.
This is the stern throttle, see? This is the head nozzle.
Wait, which one is that? That's
you open this one here, this opens the stop valve for the steam to go in the engine. And then this one would be for the, if you were doing, say 2/3 knots, it tells you how many speed. I forget what they were. See, at flank speed, you're doing 400 something RPM, so you gotta...
264.
Here's the RPMs. You have a chart here someplace, tell you what they want to do. So you had to open this up, you let more steam into the engine, and the faster you go. Here, see?
Daddy!
A stern,
Must be something.
if you got a single, all of a sudden it has something wrong, you have to go at the back, you gotta close this off real fast, and spin this one open real fast. That's what it was. And here's what tells you the revolutions you're doing right here. There's the different stages of the turbine, the pressure.
And how did you generate the steam for the turbine?
The boiler right over there.
What did the boiler run on?
Fuel oil.
Fuel oil, like
Here's right here.
diesel fuel?
See right here?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
So it had a big boiler that generated steam, and the steam turned big turbines.
This is air ejectors that made a vacuum for the condenser. Remember the condenser? I'll take it back.
So it's similar to the electric generating systems.
Yeah, same thing, Eric. Except turning the generator, they turn the screws. Here's the high pressure engine right here, jet. This is stop valve. Main steam coming in. There's your nozzles. That's remember the valve I showed you? That's the one that you turn it. That valve can open this up.
Complicated.
Different nozzles. High pressure turbine. That would turn that. That would turn this. Or this goes real fast. But you have reduction gears to slow it down. Because the force of the water. It reduces the speed.
Watch your step.
Here's the shaft going back there. See, it's got a tennis where you see it turn.
Watch out there.
This is all big reduction gears in here.
Where's the shaft of the ship?
Right back here. You can see it down
Going
here.
out to the tail end of the ship.
It's skinny.
And how often did this whole thing have to be rebuilt or
Because
served?
they were taking it apart while I was on here.
And for 3 years, it was all.
But when I first came on, I was a fireman. Fire press. My job was to go around, check all these gauges, make sure you see oil going to all the gears. I take all the readings, make sure all the readings were correct.
How many people would be working in here?
And here to be a guy in the throttle, the guy in charge, one guy at the top, one guy at the bottom, 4 or 5 guys.
That's it?
A watch, a shift. But we had, like 15 guys down here all cleaning up and stuff. So the electrical cables that are along the wall there, that's all electrical cables.
And how hot was it in here?
Well, if the boiler wasn't running, it wasn't bad. If the boiler was running, but we had pretty good ventilation.
But I mean, the boiler was running anytime you were under sail, right? Or
No.
no?
The only time the boiler's running if we're operating with the carriers, we had to do flank speed, so we had to go faster, so we had 4 boilers going. Otherwise, we'd have 2 boilers going, and we get steam through the bulkhead to come here.
Oh, the other boilers are somewhere else?
Each engine room, there's 4 engine rooms, each engine room had a boiler.
Where's all the fuel?
What?
Where's all the fuel?
It's in the tanks under the ground.
Not under the ground.
Under the deck.
In the building. Here's the low pressure turbine. You remember the turbine? This is the low pressure.
And was it noisy in here?
Yeah, it's very noisy.
Could we talk?
Oh yeah, you can talk.
Is this where you learn to whistle real loud? Can you give us an example of the whistle? I told the girls how loud you can whistle.
I can't whistle loud enough.
That's pretty loud. I've actually been in a public place and I hear a whistle and I turn around to look to see who, like I'm the dog, my master's calling me. gosh, that whistle sounds familiar. I better turn around.
That's inside the boiler room.
Very good. Are you sure we're allowed to do that in Spain?
No, this isn't bad, but we were walking around here with
This is generator back
Ian
here.
and Ellie, which made me a little nervous.
Okay, turn around.
You change your
Oh.
generator.
Well, that-
Can I get back?
You can go by and we'll go back.
How do you remember what you... Well, I don't think we're allowed to do that. Hey, take this.
General Electric, look at that.
There's a generator over here. The turbine's over there. There's a little generator. That's all.
And so this generated electricity for the ship?
Yeah.
And were there
We have 4 of them here.
four of these
You
also?
change your room. Plus, aft there are 2 diesel generators for emergencies.
Okay.
Okay, I'm getting freaked out right here. Let's go back.
Okay, come on.
Safe for him, we got that.
Little breakers.
Here. Unless you want your
Sorry.
picture.
Used to call this the Christmas tree. All different color valves and used to send water.
Did it use water for ballast? Or did it,
Nah, fuel oil, I think mostly. But they used to put water
mean,
in. Sometimes.
like as the fuel oil got spent,
Yeah.
would they add,
Yeah. But this is called Christmas tree. Plus the color valves and used to have this is the water used to go by here for different things. You had a guy here. These are valves. And here's the gauge glass. I used to watch these gauges, and when we used to maneuver a lot, the water we use a lot of water, and he had to.
make sure that the pressure, keep the
And
pressure
when we
even?
were in port, we used to have a guy here too, but it wasn't as critical then because just enough to run a generator.
Very complicated.
One day I come by here, and the guy's falling asleep. Because if this thing's out of sight, you don't know if it's high or if it's low. I mean, it's critical. If it's too high, you get water in the turbine blades and that. If it's low, you burn up everything.
There's the key on
I could buy another time sleeping.
the side.
I had him stand up for the next couple hours.
It's all drawn out on a piece of paper.
Okay, we'll go downstairs, see if the boiler was like that.
Down even more?
Gonna go down lower.
Let me put the lights on.
Wait a minute.
Well, the lights are on.
Lights are on down there?
We got them on a little bit, yes.
Oh, I didn't look.
Chef number 1 chef, that's right.
This is definitely not like
This
parts of the
needs
Caribbean.
to be turned. This is
So,
chef.
and those would actually be turning right there?
There's a bearing here.
That's a bearing right there?
There's a bearing over here. See it? There's a bearing right here.
Wow.
This is number 1 chef.
I don't see how you
And how many shafts? How many?
4.
4? And how big are the blades?
They're like 16 feet diameter.
Wow. And which is the stern, that way?
Here's the bottom of the ship. See the angle coming up?
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's the bottom of the ship.
Wow.
That's the bilges. There's the bottom of the bilges.
How come it's so dry?
Whatever.
How come it's so dry?
Well, no leaks.
No leaks. Wow, you guys keep a tight ship
We always
here.
keep it leaking.
They run a tight ship.
Leaking was the valves would be leaking, stuff pumps would be leaking. But now nothing's running, so there's this difference. This is steam pressure.
Was there someone stationed down here too?
Oh yeah, just BT water department.
Oh, did you open these up and there's
Yeah.
fire in
When
there?
they
You got little
when
cameras?
this fire was
outside,
on,
huh? Is that a little?
they be down and clean it
The
up.
window that's
Yeah.
inside the boiler.
Well, they got
See
this
how
open
the
on the
fire's
side
going in
here.
there? Yeah, cool.
You got to open the side here. Here's the tubes. I think that's all full of water.
Whoa.
It boils it, makes the steam.
Can I get by, please?
I think we should turn back in.
It's all right.
This is the oil reservoir for the reduction gears and the
You see where in
turbine.
the bottom of the ship.
Okay.
It's all full of
Shouldn't
oil.
there be like
That's the size of the ship right
a
there.
pipe there?
Yeah, this would be air vent coming out.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
So
it was like a
how hot
water
was it
thing.
down here?
It's even warm, but this was cool air for topsides too.
I see.
It's like you're tall
They
enough
just-
you get to feel it.
Piped
It
in.
wasn't bad. What do you call it? Duty. when
KP
you got-
duty?
you got in trouble, whatever.
Uh-huh.
We used to get them from the Master Arm, they come down, instead of us cleaning, we send them down there, and that's they used to clean the bilges. Because we used to get a lot of water.
Would there be probably like oily water and,
Yeah, oily.
oh,
But we'd pump it out, they get
How would
down,
you
clean
get-
it up, clean up.
How'd you get down there?
Well, we take these decks up, see these screws, the little screws here? Take, and just hatch it someplace.
Oh, look at the ladder right there.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, but how would they reach that?
they'd have to bend down, clean up.
got to get down there, get
It's
dirty.
like a water. It's these oils. Oh, the water. Liquids down here. Oh my god. This is number like.
Uh-huh.
That's to pump the water through the condenser.
Down, put it, you can find it.
That's the only port we use that. When we're underway, they have what they call a scoop tube. You go real fast, it just to scoop the
scoops.
water through and through the condenser. But when we used to light off before you went, you used to get this salt water pumped through the condenser
Oh,
here.
they use salt water?
For this condensation, yeah.
Oh,
Now they talk and they talk back to you, want to talk to you, put it up. This was central control. With one throttle, one boiler. You could, push a couple and talk to them all.
oh, at the same time?
Yeah.
Guys, come on.
That was a good system. You just talk to you right here.
Well, only one person could, like, CV, only one
Yeah,
could talk at a time.
right. Okay. Look at the deck up there. See how thick it is, the steel when you get up there, Rick. To warm up the turbine, we used to... It's a mirror. Where the heck is it? Oh, see that mirror there, Rick?
Uh-huh.
It's not set up though, but it's
you
set up
could
so you can
s-
look back to the other mirror there down at the shaft. And what you do is, you open the throttle, as soon as you see it's starting to go, you shut it, open this one up, and you rock it back. You don't want to rock it too much. All you want to do is set steam into the turbine into here to expand it evenly before you get underway. Well, this was good. I used to like to do this thing here.